combustionat.
Yes.
Dar bun, n-ai voie să depășești 60 de km la oră.
Adică
N-ai voie să faci din alea.
deci n-am. Well, all right. We got the keys to the Zontes.
You're changing to this,
Yep.
okay? Slow.
I have never ridden this one.
Yes, but be careful slowly.
I know it's 35 horsepower. Yep.
It's the most powerful scooter in this category.
It's also small.
Yes, compact, but it's powerful. So be careful.
Yep.
Stay on my back.
All right. Okay, a bit of a stretch to get on it. Well, this is comfy, and the windscreen is electric. Nice and light and maneuverable. Okay, okay. I am liking this. Mirrors are nicely positioned. The controls are the same as the Zontes motorcycle, so if you're used to the Zontes motorcycle, the controls are exactly the same. The dashboard, the screen is exactly the same. Okay. It feels small, it feels light, it feels nimble. The clutch has a very fine biting point. Okay. Right, the right dash. Let's see, we have 4 liters per 100, 4.2 average, 4.2 liters per 100 kilometers. Okay. But oh, you can feel it's the engine is powerful. So this has a 300cc liquid cooled 35 horsepower engine. It's basically the same engine that you have in the Zontes motorcycles. And although it may not be for tall riders, but for short riders, I can get my legs well and truly up forward and get a pretty nice riding position. And oh, this thing has some punch to it. Okay, 35 horsepower has some punch to it. Now, it doesn't have the same pickup as the Maxim 400, to be honest. I think it's because the Maxim has a lot more torque down low and this has a lot more top-end grunt. But I'm liking it. The handlebars are nice and tall. The pickup, the acceleration is there, but it's only when the revs climb high, above 6,000, 7,000. The Maxim 400 has a lot more power down low. It feels a lot more diesel in it, in the way it delivers power. Yep, no, it has power. It has power. I'm sorry, but it has power. It has a lot of power. Oh, I'm liking this one. Oh my Zontes, you sons of bitches, you made an awesome scooter. Oh my god, this is awesome. Jesus, this thing is fun. It feels light, it feels as heavy as a 125cc, but then you have all this power, but because it doesn't come down low, it's not intimidating. It feels like, yeah, it's a 125, but then the speed starts building and building and building and really starts coming on. Oh my god, and the windscreen, oh, for me the windscreen is awesome. It's just the right amount of taking the wind off you. I mean, I have a little bit of airflow, but nothing too extraordinary. And oh my god, the feeling when it gets on power at 7 grand. Woohoo! Oh boy. Oh, what happened here? I think it's, oh, somebody broke down. It's police. So left them 4 kilometers.
4 kilometers, exactly.
Does this sell well here?
Not imported yet.
What?
Not imported yet.
Oh, this is awesome.
This is something.
This is awesome. Honestly, this is, for my height, I can fit well. Windscreen is just right.
Adjustable.
Yes, but the height is perfect. In the high setting, it's perfect for me, for my height. This is real awesome.
The normal scooter will be 2 centimeters lower.
Oh yeah, really? But it's okay. Come on, boy, get some. Boy, and the brakes, I don't know, I don't even know if it has twin discs up front. I'm sure it doesn't, because the motorcycles don't. But the brakes are very, very positive and immediate. And the power, the way it kicks in, whoo, Nelly. Come on, Mr. Gorgolis, let's give it the beans. Yeah, boy. Oh, woo, Nelly. All right, I need to get myself more acquainted with this model. Just look at it, pick up and go. The first instance of pickup, as in full throttle, not, and then it comes. So it has a bit of a delay until the engine wakes up. But as soon as the engine wakes up, boy, does it get going. Man, this is awesome. This is what a motorcycle engine in a scooter looks like, and honestly, it's freaking nice. And the sound is not bad either. God damn it. Oh, it has adjustable brake levers. Of course it does. Just like the motorcycles. What the hell? But they are perfectly adjusted for me. Yeah, and with the windscreen down, yep, in the summer I can get airflow with the windscreen down, and in the winter I can get all the airflow. So basically with the windscreen up, all the wind I'm feeling is a little bit on the base of my helmet and on the hands, but on the hands that's normal. So just a little bit on the base of my helmet, and then when it goes down I feel all the wind around my helmet as like a normal motorcycle, except I don't have any wind on my chest. My head isn't bopping around. I don't hear the wind with the windscreen up. That's the thing. I don't hear any wind noise. That's the amazing part. So even though I'm looking above the screen, okay, so I'm not looking through the screen. My eyesight is somewhere around here, just around here. Now for a tall rider I think this wouldn't be tall enough, but for me at 175, oh Nelly, this is just awesome. You know, I thought that maybe the perfect scooter for me didn't exist. I like the Maxim 400, but I don't like the riding position. It's not that comfortable for the long haul. I like the cruise sim, but I kind of wanted something more with a little bit more power for long distance touring. This This is, for me at least, it's almost as comfortable as a cruise sim. But then again, I am a short rider, so this is applicable only to short riders. I have quite a lot of legroom here, and the position, the angle here is absolutely perfect for me. It's spot on. Plus you get the 35 horsepower, so you have the power of the Maxim 400 with, for me at least, the comfort of the cruise sim. I'm gonna have to check under the seat and see how much storage room there is. I think these are cubby holes down here, but we'll look at them when we stop. But for now at least, I am really digging this Zontes M310. Plus you get tire pressure sensors, and it's showing me the rear wheel is a bit low. Yeah, it's easily fixable with just an inflation. Let's see how low it is. I think it's a bit actually overinflated. 319 kilopascals. And bumps? It's not bad. It is not bad on the bumps. That's amazing. Alright, so you can't work the menus on the screen when you're riding. I wanted to change the pressure to bars, to atmospheres, because I don't like it having it in kilopascals. Maybe next traffic light. But that is a good safety feature. You can't work the menu while you're actually riding. That way you can pay attention to your riding and not play around with the screen. So actually this is a prototype unit. The normal retail versions won't come with the extendable space under the seat, or it will come with a different version of it, because Zontes are afraid that BMW might sue them for copying their design. Which is amazing to think that the BMW may have a patent on something like that. But apparently this is a prototype. And for a prototype, I'm sorry, this feels just like a finished product. I hear no rattles. It runs absolutely perfectly. Everything works on it. The engine is very pokey. A bit docile down low, and as we are cruising now with 40 kilometers an hour, it's turning 3000 RPM. Only when you get on it does it get up to 5, and when it gets to 6.5, that's when it really wakes up. It really gives you those 35 horsepower that it has. That makes it easy to ride at slower speeds as we are now in the city, because at lower RPM, having less power, it's not as twitchy. The throttle is not as twitchy. But when you get on it, or when you're on the wide open road, you have a lot of power for passing, for going fast. Ow. Okay, now it's a good time to set up our screen. Come on. So TPMS, pressure unit, PSI, bar. Okay, so we have 3.1 bars on the back, and it says low pressure. I'm sorry, but how much pressure do you want? Rear high pressure. It's too inflated. Alright, so for 2023, either I'm getting a Zontes M310 or 310M, or that GTS. Decisions. Oh, it's a great time to be alive. Riding through Athens on a prototype scooter. Okay. So that's why it has a weird license plate on the back, because this is actually a prototype. I didn't realize why the license plate was on the back so weird. It's completely different than all the other license plates. This is actually a prototype. But like I said, it runs absolutely fine. And it has 600 kilometers on the odometer. Works perfectly fine. Oh, the front brake is very fussy. Very sensitive. Okay. He basically had his whole house on his bike. Come on. Oh, I love it here. Thank you, Athens, for having me. Can I stay forever? Oh, there. Can you get rid of those traffic lights, please? The front brake, I need to get used to it. It's not that it's bad. It's actually too good. A first pull on the lever really dives it on its front end. You have to be real gentle with the front brake, because any sudden movement, look, immediately grabs the front wheel like there's no tomorrow. Okay, what's that driver doing? Boy, can I sure find a comfortable position on this thing. Now, it's not for everyone. Please take that into consideration. It is not for every rider. If you're actually a taller rider, you might not fit well on this thing. But for me, at my height, it's absolutely perfect. And like, see, parking spot here. Oh. Okay, I think the way of the locals is like this. And keys in my pocket, locked, handlebars locked, and that's it. And that's the coffee over. I think now we're gonna take the scooters back and end the day. One more ride on the illegal, unofficial, or actually it is pretty official, but the scooter you cannot buy, because this is a prototype. So now getting back to it, considering I learned how to start this scooter, oh, this power is addictive. It's nice that when it starts to, when you give it the beans, it's hard to explain. When you give it the beans, it starts going, and then it's almost the feeling of a turbocharged car or engine, because it starts going and then it gets on boost, it gets on cam, it gets on something, and then starts pulling even harder. That's the fun part of this. Now the Maxim 400, honestly, I think it's a little bit faster than this, but that gives you basically a big kick in the ass every time you open the throttle. It just launches forward at whatever RPM. This, you wait a little bit for it, you open the throttle and you think, oh, it's not that much power, but then it kicks in, and then you're like, oh. That's the beauty of it. While the Maxim 400 may be a little bit more efficient in the way it delivers its power, having a lot of torque, this is fun. And see, easy start from the stoplight, and then you can get up on it properly, and it does this funny stuff where it raises the front end every time it gets on power. And the fact that the Maxim 400 feels a little bit heavy. Now it has the power and it is pretty nimble because of the 15-inch front wheel, but this feels small and light. It's almost like a Jet X in feeling, with a big windscreen. This is the sensation I'm getting of a Jet X with a big windscreen up front. And yet you still have 35 horsepower to propel you down the road. And the engine sounds pretty good. Now I know it should be the same engine as on the motorcycles, but somehow it sounds a lot different. Actually, it sounds a lot more refined than on the motorcycles. I don't know, it's weird. And for city traffic, Jesus, this thing can get a move on. And the brakes are nothing to sneeze at. Woo! Me likey, likey. I could see myself on this thing covering many thousands of kilometers, touring Europe and beyond. Oh, tunnel! Let's see. It does have a nice sound. It does have a really nice sound. Scooters as far as the eye can see. Beautiful Greece. Thank you for having us. And our trip is not even over yet. No sir, it isn't. Because tomorrow we're gonna go to Trikala. And maybe, just maybe, I get to ride a bike that's currently not for sale. A bike from Sim, that is. That is currently not being sold. It will be sold probably in half a year. But currently it's not for sale. And maybe I can just convince the big boss up front to let me have a go on it. We'll see. I definitely will do my best. Haven't been able to convince him to sell me the GTS yet, but maybe I get to ride that special bike. You will have to check back next episode and see if I get to ride it. But now, let's take this Mama Jamma back to its home and end the day, because it's been a wonderful day riding through the streets of Athens, exploring Athens and seeing Athens the way the locals do, and very much enjoying every moment of it. Honestly, it's been a very awesome day. It was one of my best days riding ever. Really awesome. This will go down in my memory as a good day. And now, ending the day on a prototype scooter with a 35 horsepower engine. Let me tell you guys, life's good. Life is good. So this being a prototype, this won't get sold? Or you will sell it at one point?
No, it is to be sold.
Oh, so it is to be sold.
We are selling it now.
Oh, it's for sale.
It is for sale.
I thought having the stuff as a prototype, it won't get on sale.
I believe we can register it. It has COC.
Oh. So there you go, peeps. If you live in Greece, if you live in Athens, straight from the man himself, this has been a prototype, but he thinks you can register it, so you can come and buy. It's currently for sale. You can buy this Zontes M310. I don't know the price. You can call the Central Sim Gorgolis dealership in Athens and ask them. And here we are back at the Sim Gorgolis dealership. So yeah, if you want to buy this one, you just have to come here. And you might get yourself on the 310M, which has been used for testing here. And that has been it for today. I don't know the price of this Zontes yet, but you can come here and ask the price for yourselves. If I find out, I'll put it down in the description below. But for now, thank you all for watching. take care, and I'll see you in the next video when we do other crazy stuff. Ride safe, everyone. Ride safe.